Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another day of our 30-day English Shadowing Challenge. We are so happy you're here with us today. If this is your first lesson, welcome. And if you've been practicing every day, congratulations on making it to day 21. That is something to be proud of. Every day you spend practicing English helps you become a little more confident, a little more comfortable, and a little more natural when you speak. Today's lesson is all about everyday sentences, the kinds of expressions people use in real conversations with friends, family, classmates, coworkers, and even strangers. These are not difficult textbook examples. They are practical sentences that you can start using immediately. As always, we'll practice using the shadowing method. First, listen carefully, then repeat after us while matching the pronunciation, rhythm, and emotion. Don't worry if you make mistakes. The goal is progress, not perfection.
That's exactly right. One of the biggest mistakes English learners make is believing they must know every grammar rule before they can speak confidently. The truth is much simpler. The more you hear natural English and repeat it, the more comfortable speaking becomes. Shadowing helps train your ears, your mouth, and your brain at the same time. Think about learning to ride a bicycle. At first, you feel nervous and unbalanced. But after enough practice, writing becomes automatic. Speaking English works in a similar way. The more you practice real conversations, the less you have to think about every single word. Today, we're going to focus on useful sentences that people say every day, and we'll also explain when and why they are used, so you can sound more natural.
Let's begin with our first sentence. I need a few more minutes. This is one of the most useful expressions in everyday English. Maybe you're getting ready in the morning, finishing your homework, replying to an email, or cooking dinner. Someone asks if you're ready, but you need a little more time. Instead of saying only wait, you can politely say, I need a few more minutes. It sounds calm, friendly, and natural. Listen carefully. I need a few more minutes. Now repeat it out loud. Try to keep the same rhythm and stress. Excellent. The more you repeat it, the more naturally it will come to you in real life.
Now let's learn another sentence that every English learner should know. Could you say that again, please? Sometimes people speak quickly, there is background noise, or you simply don't hear clearly. That happens to everyone, even native speakers. Asking someone to repeat what they said is completely normal. This sentence is polite, respectful, and very useful. Listen again. Could you say that again, please? Notice how the word could makes the request sound gentle. Now repeat it after us. Great job. Remember, asking for clarification is not a weakness. It shows that you care about understanding the conversation correctly.
Let's practice both sentences together in a short conversation.
Are you almost ready to leave?
I need a few more minutes.
Sure. By the way, the meeting starts at 3 o'clock.
Sorry, could you say that again, please?
Of course. The meeting starts at 3 o'clock.
Thanks. Now I understand.
Excellent. That's exactly how these expressions are used in everyday life. They are simple, polite, and practical. Keep practicing them aloud with confidence. Every sentence you repeat today is another step towards speaking English more naturally.
Let's continue with two more useful everyday sentences that you can use almost anywhere. Our next sentence is, I'm not sure, but I'll find out. This is a very helpful expression because nobody knows everything. Sometimes a friend asks you a question, a customer needs information, or your teacher asks something you don't know yet. Instead of guessing or giving the wrong answer, you can honestly say, I'm not sure, but I'll find out. This sentence shows that you are responsible, honest, and willing to help. Listen carefully. I'm not sure, but I'll find out. Now repeat after me. Excellent. Notice how the second part, I'll find out, sounds positive because you're promising to look for the answer.
Our next sentence is one you'll hear all the time in casual English. Do you want to grab something to eat? Native speakers often use the word grab when talking about getting food quickly with someone. It doesn't mean you're literally grabbing food with your hands. It's simply an informal way to invite someone to eat together. You might use it after work, after class, or while spending time with friends. Listen carefully. Do you want to grab something to eat? Now repeat it with a friendly, inviting tone. Very good. Remember, your voice should sound warm and welcoming because you're inviting someone to spend time with you.
Let's put these two expressions into a natural conversation.
Do you know what time the library closes today?
I'm not sure, but I'll find out.
Thanks. After that, do you want to grab something to eat?
That sounds great. I'd love to.
Perfect. There's a nice cafe just around the corner.
Great idea. Let's go after we finish our work.
Fantastic. Conversations like this happen every day in English-speaking countries. When you practice these sentences again and again, they'll become automatic. Don't worry about speaking perfectly. Focus on sounding clear, friendly, and confident. Repeat these expressions several times today and imagine yourself using them in real situations. That's one of the best ways to build natural speaking habits and become a more confident English speaker.
You're doing an amazing job. Every sentence you practice is helping you become a more confident English speaker. Remember, fluency doesn't happen overnight. It grows little by little through consistent practice. Let's continue with two more useful everyday sentences. The first one is, would that be okay with you? This is a polite way to ask for someone's opinion or permission. Instead of telling people what will happen, you invite them to share their thoughts. You can use this sentence when making plans, changing a schedule, asking for a favor, or suggesting something different. Listen carefully. Would that be okay with you? Now repeat it out loud. Try to keep your voice warm and friendly. Excellent. A simple sentence like this shows respect and makes conversations feel more comfortable.
Now, let's learn another sentence that people use almost every day. Oh, I totally forgot about that. Everyone forgets things sometimes. Maybe you forgot a meeting, a birthday, your homework, or even where you left your phone. This sentence sounds natural because it expresses surprise and honesty at the same time. The word totally adds emphasis and makes the sentence sound more conversational. Listen carefully. Oh, I totally forgot about that. Now repeat after me. Great job. Remember to make the word "oh" sound natural, as if you suddenly remembered something important.
Let's see how these expressions sound in a real conversation.
Would it be possible to meet at 4 o'clock instead of 3?
That should be fine. Would that be okay with you?
Yes, that's perfect.
Great. Oh, I totally forgot about our homework assignment.
Don't worry, we still have enough time to finish it before tomorrow.
That's a relief. Thanks for reminding me.
You're welcome. That's what friends are for.
Excellent work, everyone. Notice how these sentences help conversations sound polite, friendly, and natural. They aren't difficult, but they're extremely useful in everyday life. Keep repeating them several times today. The more you hear them, the more naturally they'll come to your mind when you need them. Every small step you take is bringing you closer to speaking English with confidence.
You're making fantastic progress, and we're excited to continue today's lesson. Remember, learning English isn't about memorizing hundreds of difficult words. It's about learning useful expressions that you can use naturally every day. Our next sentence is, how have you been lately? This is a warm and friendly greeting that you use with someone you haven't seen or talked to for a while. It shows that you genuinely care about the other person and want to know how life has been. Listen carefully. How have you been lately? Now repeat after me. Excellent. Try to smile while saying it, because your tone of voice can make the question sound even more friendly and sincere.
Our next sentence is one of the most important expressions you'll ever learn. I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to do that. Everyone makes mistakes, and knowing how to apologize politely is an important communication skill. This sentence tells the other person that what happened was an accident and that you truly regret it. It sounds honest, respectful, and caring. Listen carefully. I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to do that. Now repeat it slowly and then say it again at a natural speed. Wonderful. When you practice this sentence, imagine you're speaking sincerely to someone. Your tone matters just as much as your pronunciation.
Let's hear both expressions in a natural conversation.
Hi, it's been a long time. How have you been lately?
I've been doing well, thanks. I've been busy with work and studying English every day.
That's great to hear. Oh, someone told me you accidentally broke a coffee mug yesterday.
Yes, I did. I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to do that.
Don't worry, it was only an accident.
Thank you for understanding. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome. Everyone makes mistakes sometimes.
Excellent work. These expressions help you build stronger relationships because they show kindness, respect, and empathy. Keep repeating them aloud several times today. The more naturally you can say these sentences, the more confident you'll feel in real conversations. Remember, every sentence you practice is another step toward becoming a fluent English speaker.
You're doing an excellent job staying with us through today's lesson. Every time you practice speaking out loud, you're improving your pronunciation, your confidence, and your ability to communicate naturally. Let's continue with 2 more everyday expressions. Our first sentence is, "That sounds like a great idea." This is a simple but powerful way to show excitement and agreement when someone makes a suggestion. Whether a friend invites you to watch a movie, a coworker shares a new plan, or a family member suggests trying something new, this sentence lets them know you like their idea. Listen carefully. That sounds like a great idea. Now repeat after me. Wonderful. Make the word great sound energetic because it expresses enthusiasm.
Our next sentence is, what do you mean by that? This question is very useful whenever you don't fully understand what someone is saying. Instead of pretending to understand, you can politely ask for more information. Good communication is about asking questions and making sure everyone understands each other. Listen carefully. What do you mean by that? Now repeat it with a curious and friendly tone. Excellent. Remember, this question shouldn't sound angry or rude. It should sound like you're genuinely interested in learning more.
Now let's practice these expressions in a real conversation.
I think we should start speaking only English during our study sessions.
That sounds like a great idea.
It might feel difficult at first, but we'll improve much faster.
What do you mean by that?
I mean, we'll have more opportunities to practice naturally instead of translating every sentence in our heads.
That makes perfect sense. I think we should start today.
Exactly. Small changes in your daily routine can make a big difference over time.
Fantastic work, everyone. Notice how these 2 expressions help you keep conversations positive and meaningful. One allows you to encourage other people, while the other helps you understand ideas more clearly. Keep saying them out loud until they feel natural. Every time you practice, you're building the confidence to communicate comfortably in real-life English.
Now it's time for 2 more sentences that people use every day. Our first sentence is, "I can't believe how fast time flies." This expression is often used when you're surprised by how quickly time has passed. Maybe you haven't seen a friend for a long time, you've just finished a busy school year, or you suddenly realize that the weekend is already over. This sentence expresses surprise, happiness, and sometimes a little nostalgia. Listen carefully. I can't believe how fast time flies. Now repeat it after me. Excellent. Try to speak naturally and put a little emotion into your voice. Remember, English is not only about words, it's also about expressing feelings.
Our next sentence is one that brings comfort and encouragement. Don't worry, it's going to be okay. These are words we often say when someone feels nervous, sad, or stressed. Maybe your friend has an important exam, a job interview, or is simply having a difficult day. This sentence helps people feel supported and reminds them that difficult moments don't last forever. Listen carefully. Don't worry, it's going to be okay. Now repeat it with a calm and caring voice. Wonderful. Speaking with warmth makes this sentence much more meaningful.
Let's hear how these expressions sound in a real conversation.
Can you believe it's already the end of the month?
I can't believe how fast time flies. It feels like we just started this challenge.
I know, but you've made so much progress.
I'm a little nervous about speaking English with native speakers.
Don't worry, it's going to be okay. You've been practicing every day and you're improving more than you realize.
Thanks. That makes me feel much more confident.
You're welcome. Confidence grows every time you practice.
Excellent work. These two expressions are not only common, but they also help you connect with people emotionally. One helps you reflect on life's moments, while the other offers comfort and encouragement. Keep practicing them aloud with natural rhythm and emotion. Every sentence you speak brings you one step closer to becoming a confident English speaker. Remember, progress comes from consistent practice, so keep going. You are doing an amazing job.
Congratulations on reaching the end of day 21. You should feel proud of yourself because every day you choose to practice English, you're investing in your future. Learning a language takes patience, consistency, and courage. Some days will feel easy, while others may feel challenging, but every practice session helps you improve. Let's finish today's lesson with our final 2 everyday sentences. The first one is, how about we try something different today? This is a friendly and natural way to make a suggestion. You can use it when you want to try a new restaurant, study in a different place, change your daily routine, or practice English in a new way. Listen carefully. How about we try something different today? Now repeat after me. Excellent. Make your voice sound enthusiastic because you're inviting someone to try something new together.
Our final sentence is one of the most meaningful expressions in today's lesson. I'm proud of how far I've come. Sometimes we spend so much time thinking about what we still need to learn that we forget to appreciate how much we've already achieved. This sentence reminds us to celebrate our progress, no matter how small it may seem. Whether you've been learning English for a few weeks or several years, every new word, every conversation, and every lesson brings you closer to your goal. Listen carefully. I'm proud of how far I've come. Now repeat it with confidence and believe every word you say. Remember, confidence grows when you recognize your own progress. Let's finish today's lesson with one final conversation.
We've been studying English every day for 3 weeks now.
I know. How about we try something different today? Maybe we can practice by having a full conversation only in English.
That sounds like a great challenge. I think we're ready for it.
Me too. Honestly, I'm proud of how far I've come.
You should be. You've worked hard, stayed consistent, and never gave up.
And I'm proud of everyone learning with us. Every lesson makes us stronger and more confident.
Exactly. Keep practicing, keep speaking, and most importantly, enjoy the journey.
Let's quickly review today's expressions. Repeat each one aloud after you hear it. I need a few more minutes. Could you say that again, please? I'm not sure, but I'll find out. Do you want to grab something to eat? Would that be okay with you? Oh, I totally forgot about that. How have you been lately? I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to do that. That sounds like a great idea. What do you mean by that? I can't believe how fast time flies. Don't worry, it's going to be okay. How about we try something different today? I'm proud of how far I've come. Fantastic work today. Thank you for joining us for day 21. Keep practicing these sentences throughout the day, and they'll soon become part of your natural English. We'll see you in day 22. Until then, keep smiling, keep speaking, and never stop learning. Goodbye.